the not yetness can't be eradicated. I think people think they're going to arrive at a not yet. But that's the irony. You can't arrive at the not yet. The not yet is part of the meaning. Okay.
It's a pretty good discussion on metaphors and stuff, and I don't know why you're referring to these people who are afraid of metaphors and metonymies and just want to speak in literalities and literalness and stuff like that, and that kind of hullabaloo doesn't really make a lot of sense to me, for I'm a big fan of the metaphor, and I'm like, it's a great kind of, tool from language to help leveling the understanding field, because some people don't have their kind of learning ability, perhaps due to some sort of genetic, drift and evolution or something, and metaphors are a great tool to help, bring understanding and clarity to stuff like that, and if you just want to speak in literalness, and people who attack metaphor as some sort of childish tool in the form of language, they're just really trying to muddle the water of clarity a little, and I think they've got the little horse blinders on their eyes rolled around too tightly for metaphors can be used to, expand your knowledge and, help explain things and give you a greater world scope on things and help you, maybe even, entice more of a kind of freedom of kind of thinking patterns and stuff like that, and open your eyes to new kinds of concepts and ideas on the world, and kind of, make your reservoir of knowledge a little bit deeper for it and everything on that. But, you're kind of getting into the study of meaning and stuff, a little bit of semantic talks, and, am I in the classroom? Am I of the classroom, in Earth and of Earth? And, that just shows the limits of, human, dialogue, human kind of speech patterns, our words and our vocabularies and linguistics and stuff, and it is very limiting, and that's why we have to use things like metaphors to help explain ourselves, for even though we think we are so smart and great and stuff like that, we are still very limited by our language skills and our way of describing the world around us, and we need metaphors to help do that, because a lot of humans like to think we're all kind of, hot stuff, and we're so great because we can talk and drive cars and comb our hair and give our women eating disorders through fashion magazines, but we're still very kind of have a lot to learn about how to do things in the world, and we still like I said, we have varying degrees of understanding, and we always have to look out for kind of how to new ways of explaining ourselves, and our language is, if anything, it's not really evolving all that much, and probably due to rap music it's getting a lot worse, and our language skills are taking kind of a nosedive, kind of, what I mean, human words can be very limiting, and the language of metaphor is very necessary and does play an important role in science. I totally agree, for if we just take science and literalness and speak in the literalities, if that's a word, we're not going to get too far, because we're not going to have a very good chance of expressing ourselves with more clarity, you know what I mean? And then you went then to talk about life, and is it a journey, is it a chore, is it an ordeal or something, and really if you want to take life in its literalness, it's just a series of kind of uncontrolled events, and its unpredictability is what gives life its kind of confusing meaning and stuff like that. It kind of gives it its kind of mystery, because you never really know what's going to expect, because that's what life is all about. It's like a journey, it's just a bunch of things, you never know what's going to happen. Am I going to wake up? And there's all kinds of, microscopic bugs around you. Is one going to get me sick? So it's really kind of, a random Russian roulette kind of game. It's a gamble. But anyway, it's a good talk about metaphors, and you shouldn't be afraid of metaphors, for they always have credibility and purpose and human day-to-day life and conversation, and you can't really escape them, like you said. So anyway, good video. Bye!